Good evening and welcome to Sunday 6-1. The headlines. Taoiseach Simon Harris says he won't let other countries' migration policies undermine Ireland's.
This country will not in any way, shape or form provide a loophole for anybody else's migration challenges.
Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas says the US is the only country capable of stopping an Israeli invasion of Rafah in southern Gaza. Sinn Féin launches its campaign for the local and European elections, fielding candidates in all local authority areas and European constituencies.
And in Sunday sports headlines, on a bumper day of GAA Championship action, Clare and Cork serve up an epic in the Munster Hurling Championship. The banner triumph in a goal fest. And Arsenal overcome Spurs to boost their Premier League title ambitions.
Taoiseach Simon Harris has said Ireland will not, as he put it, provide a loophole for the migration challenges in other countries.
To come, while in the Ulster Football Championship, Jimmy's winning matches Donegal are back in a provincial decider. And celebrating a silver, Skibbereen's Margaret Cremen powers to a podium place at the European Rowing Championships.
Time for Sunday Sports News. So here's Eamon.
Thanks indeed, Kate. Good evening to you. Well, Limerick secured their second win in the Munster Hurling Championship. The All-Ireland champions comfortably beat Tipperary. Cork slumped to their second provincial defeat, Clare edging what was a riveting encounter.
The goals will claim the headlines from today's fair by the banks of the Lee, but during the first half there was an exhibition of points from play, rarely more than one between Cork and Clare, both sides desperately seeking their first win in Munster. Cork led by 14 points to 12 at half-time. Pat Ryan's did have a couple of goal chances in the first half, and they got just rewards for those efforts early in the second when Patrick Horgan tapped the ball in over Eibhear Quilligan, and despite a flurry of scores for Cork, the Banner raised their own green flag. By the 45th minute, it was a 2-point game again. Cat and mouse continued until Cork lost Sean O'Donoghue to a second yellow. The resulting free made it 120 apiece, and the momentum was with Clare, who scored 2 goals and looked safe. Talisman, Shane O'Donnell and David Fitzgerald doing the honours.
Acceleration for Fitzgerald, cuts back inside! Oh! David Fitzgerald with a mighty finish!
With just 5 minutes left, there was still time for 3 more goals. Pat Horgan caught the Clare defence off guard with a free, while Clare had a would-be fourth disallowed. Tensions ran high, injury time went into a 7th minute, and by the time James Owens blew his whistle, Clare were 2 points to the good. The winning margin slashed with a last-minute goal by Robert Downey. 326 to 324.
Look, Munster Championship, an absolute battle from start to finish. A lot of big physical belts put in, but look, and today we got the result, and we're delighted with that.
Limerick picked up their second win of the campaign. At half-time, they led Tipperary 12 points to 7, and the All-Ireland champions never really looked threatened. Aaron Gallan put daylight between the sides with a well-worked 44th minute goal. Peter Casey also goaled in the second half, but was badly injured and will be a concern for John Kiley. Tip kept the scores coming, but couldn't match the intensity of their hosts, and it finished 227 to 18 points at the Gaelic grounds. Ivani Cullen, RTÉ News.
Well, in the Leinster Hurling Championship, Galway and Kilkenny played out a draw. The Cats were 4 points up at half-time, despite Galway getting a goal from Gavin Lee. Kilkenny ending the first half strongly in Salt Hill. Brian Concannon added a second Galway goal, but Kilkenny ultimately looked set for the win until Kinvara's Conor Whelan slotted over a late point. 223 to 29 points, the final score. So a very dramatic game in Salt Hill. Our Gaelic Games correspondent Marty Morrissey got some post-match reaction.
Yes, a wonderful game here in Pearse Stadium in Galway, and a great draw and an equaliser by Conor Whelan. I'm joined by the Galway manager, Henry Shefflin. Give me your reaction. Are you pleased overall with the draw?
After about 20 minutes, Marty, I think we played very well for the first 20 minutes, and I felt like we were in good control, but obviously Kilkenny wrestled the game kind of back from us, so with 90 seconds standing there on the sideline, I would have definitely accepted the draw, so it's probably okay. I just felt we probably could have pushed on, and our efficiency probably hurt us a little bit. We left a few chances behind us, but as I said, with 90 seconds to go, I would have taken your hand off for a draw.
Some equaliser by Conor Whelan, some great goals scored today as well. Opportunist one, but one cracking.
Yeah, it was a great game, and I think Kilkenny, with their injuries and the way they performed, was a testament to the squad that they have. But I think the character for herself, and Conor Whelan, it didn't flow for him all during the game, but he's our captain. We expect him to keep going and never give up, and it was great to see him get that leveller.
Well done to Henry, well done to Galway, well done indeed to Kilkenny. It's a draw match. I'm sure we're going to see you again. And they, of course, Galway play Wexford next Saturday. From us here in Galway, back to you in studio.
Thanks indeed to Marty. Well, Donegal booked their place in the Ulster football final with a dramatic win over Tyrone. Extra time was needed to settle a close contest.
Summer sunshine for this springtime championship encounter. Donegal looking to repeat last week's Derry demolition, scoring first and keeping it tight in defence. But Tyrone edged a cagey first half, Colin McShane stretching their lead to 8-5 at the break. Donegal's wayward shooting let them down again, while Tyrone continued to hit the mark. Goalkeeper Niall Morgan leading the way as they went 3 ahead at one stage. But Donegal dug in, and trailing by a point into added time in a heated atmosphere, Brendan McCole kept his cool with a point to force extra time. The longer it went on, the better Jim McGuinness' side got. The red hand running out of road as a long-range Paddy McBrearty effort sealed the win, sparking joy as Donegal march on, 18-16, the final score.
You get these games. This is why we love the Ulster Championship. You know, it's so competitive, and every single team that enters at the beginning of the year believe that they can win it. And that was a huge battle today. And obviously, we'll have to enjoy the next couple of hours.
Donegal now face Armagh in the Ulster final in 2 weeks' time. Paul O'Flynn, RTÉ News.
Louth and Dublin will contest the Leinster football final. Louth had 4 points to spare over Kildare in today's semi-final. Sam Mulroy in scoring form for the wee county. So it's back-to-back Leinster finals for Louth for the first time since 1958. Dublin await on the 12th of May. The Dubs got the better of Offaly, 3-22 to 11 points. Dublin remain on course for a 14th successive provincial title. Still on Gaelic games, All-Ireland champions Dublin will play Meath in the Leinster Ladies Football Final. Both teams made it 2 wins from 2 in the group stage today. Dublin had a comprehensive win over Laois. Meath, meanwhile, got the better of Kildare, 2-11 to 12 points. Now, Margaret Cremen has won a silver medal at the European Rowing Championships. The Skibbereen rower was second in the final of the women's lightweight single sculls. Jake McCarthy was sixth in the men's final. In the B final of the men's heavyweight single sculls, Paul O'Donovan finished second. Cremen was well pleased with her solo achievement.
You know, I don't think it's my first time ever racing the single at a world rowing event, so yeah, it was definitely a good experience. And I'm usually in the double, but my partner was sick, so we'll be training on for Lucerne Regatta in a few weeks. So it was nice to race a single here, but I missed her.
Now Arsenal have maintained their Premier League title challenge. The Gunners survived a second half Tottenham comeback to win 3-2. Manchester City are on course to cut that gap back to a single point with a game in hand. The champions Shane Lowry and Rory McIlroy are just 2 shots off the lead going into the final round of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans. The pair were 8 under after 64 to move to 21 under overall. That leaves them in a share of third place. They will begin their final round very soon. In rugby, Cork Constitution have won the All-Ireland League final with a 33-22 win over Terranure College at the Aviva Stadium. Earlier, UL Bohemian beat Railway Union to win the women's decider. Rashida Adeleke ran a wind-assisted sub-11 second time to win the women's 100-metre final at the Texas Invitational. The 21-year-old is, of course, one of our big medal hopes for the Paris Olympics. And that's all your sport for now, so it's all yours again, Kate.
Thanks, Eamon.